Ladies and Legos and gentlemen, it has been done in about 30 to 35 tries with the same team NOOCH was using, the free-to-play team, a 6-star Ghost, no Kartovsky, no Gorwell, no Quincy, completely free-to-play. The same team you saw NOOCH get a 5-star Ghost with, the same team you watched NOOCH on the live stream for over an hour get the 5-star Ghost and struggle with the 6-star. That same team with one small upgrade more on the Galaxy Explorer to make sure a 50% removal of buffs, and NOOCH has the 6-star Ghost. The team has been up here. Let's watch the battle. Let's talk about the turn order. It's going to go like this, and it's going to get you ahead early, and then you've got a chance. Locust, Taunt, Kelvin, Damage Block, Commander Cold, Basic on Basal to try and get all of the buffs cleared. And when that happens, when you get that RNG and Commander Cold clears Basal's buffs with his basic, he goes again right away because all of the pep reduction and pep addition, and he uses his first special, the dizzy special with the saw, with the guy screaming dizzy special. Here it is. So here's the basic on Basal. There it is. Cleared all the buffs. And it's immediately Cold's turn again. We're going to use his first special with the guy screaming. NOOCH can't even remember what it's called. And we're going to go after Willa. We're going to get a dizzy on her, and we're going to clear her buffs too. And all of this is the move that gets you in a position to win, because then Reed stuns Willa, and you can get after Willa and knock her out, and you're in a much better shape. Cold does his special later on. You're in really good shape. You're going to see that NOOCH goes into the second and third waves with a whole lot of health and in really good shape. This is how you get it done. It's going to take some RNG. You're going to have to watch Bricko be the first one to go. That's Blacktron Dwayne. He's got to be the first one to go. But this is going to be how you're going to get the 6-star Ghost with your free-to-play team. All right, so we did a lot more. We focused on if a character had a lot of buffs, we went against them with the basics. We did not use Locust AoEs as much just because they don't clear buffs at all. It doesn't work with the Galaxy Explorer for whatever reason, but we know that. So when we have an opportunity where there's not that many buffs out there, then we use Locust specials. We use his AoE second special ability and his AoE, the maximum ability. Oh my goodness, NOOCH can't even talk. He's so excited. We use his ultimate. We only use those when he has enough health and there's not really a solid place to try and remove debuffs. But look at this. Even there, instead of using Cold Special, we used his basic against Brutus and took away all of his buffs. Now, let's see. Are we going to use his basic again? Or are we going to... Yeah, so we go basic again with Cold. We use a lot of basic attacks and special attacks where they apply just to remove the buffs. Now, we don't have a lot of buffs to remove here, so again, we go with the ultimate. We take it down, we put on the debuffs. We're looking to knock Brutus out in a second. First, we got to get the damage block on Locust so we can taunt in a second. And boom, Brutus is gone. Now, we're going to make sure we get Basal out before we go to the next round, but we want to get these other guys weak, and we want to do basics on them to get their specials off. We don't want to knock out Yorick there. Leave Yorick. You want to leave Yorick. You want to make sure you go, make sure you get Basal. You want to walk into that second tier with Yorick and Spooky Girl, and that's it. Take your time. Take your time. Get some counters. Build up some health. Look at this health that NOOCH is building up right now. Look at all of that health that's being built up. And in a minute, Locust is we're going to be almost completely full health going into the second wave, which without a healer is something pretty special. So we got the damage immunity on Locust right now, and we're going to get a taunt. So now look, there's all the health, like at 90% plus. Going into the second wave, now we're going to focus on Basal And, well, first we're going to go to Yorick and try to get a counterattack, which we do. We didn't get any health up. But now it's time to go after Basil. Get Basil out. Knock him out. Go in the second round. We're probably going to knock some more health off these other guys, too. Are we? Are we? A good time to use the AoE if we're going to use it. Nope, we knocked out. There we go again. The basics, the basics, the basics. Use the basic attacks to knock out the buffs. And you're just going to have some RNG and hit on those at a higher than a 50% rate. And if you do that, and you followed those first 4 or 5 turns that Nooch is talking about with Cold's basic and then Cold's special against Willa, and you get the RNG where you knock out those debuffs, it puts you in a really good position to be exactly here with a lot of help on your health on your free-to-play characters going into this second wave. Now, we don't have any buffs anywhere that we can hit. We can't attack Spooky Girl. So, we're going to go right after Ghost. We're going to stun. We're going to stun Slimer. You want to stun Slimer wherever you can because he is the biggest damage dealer. He does the AoE damage. And you just need to keep chipping away at his damage as much as possible. There, get the special up from Cold. So, we have defense. So, now Locust has defense and now he has damage block. So, we got both of those on him while he's taunting. Defense up and damage block while he's taunting is a really great thing. It's not as good as damage immunity, but it's still pretty darn good. You can see we even took on all those slowdowns. Every character has the slowdown debuff, and we're not using the bricked. See, that's what Nooch was missing before. Whenever he got bricked, Nooch felt like he had to go in and still use a special to make sure it worked. But if you get bricked on your space characters, just go with a basic. Try to clear somebody's buffs. Use those basics over and over. Clearing buffs. Basics, Kelvin's first special, which can clear buffs and knock off Pep. Cold's first special, which can clear buffs and put Dizzy on. You want to use those abilities. You want to hit people with Locust. You want to taunt with Locust and use his very basic ability more than you're going to use his ultimate and his AoE. You just want to use a lot of basics to clear debuffs because what it does is it gives you more turns and them less turns. And since you're going into this free to play, that is super, super important. So important. It's hard to measure how important that is. So let's keep watching here. When you get a chance to taunt with Locust, again, there we heal him up to full health. We're getting close to, yeah, we're fairly close to finishing this wave, or getting, once we get to 3 left, the next wave comes in. So we're fairly close down to 3 because we got 3 characters down to half health, and we had Locust at full health there, full health with no healer on the team. And looks like we get a chance to get rid of Slimer. Are we going to see it? Yeah. And we took out we hit him, but he's stealthed. Okay. That's just going to keep happening. There's a good opportunity to do the AoE with Locust again. What are we doing? What are we doing? So we don't have a lot of buffs out there at the moment, but we got Yorick. And that's the thing. So Yorick had counterattack and 2 buffs. So if we don't clear his buffs, he might counterattack, and then that would be good for gaining more health too. So hit the foes with counterattack and with the most buffs. That's your chance to heal with Kelvin's with Kelvin's universal with her passive. Nooch can't even think about the word. To heal with Kelvin's passive. Now look, we got them all down so low on the health. What's going to happen is we're going to have that third wave come in, and we're going to be look at these guys. They're all at 90% plus health. Well, Locust is by 80%. But we're going to have these guys at such low health that when we go into that third wave, we're going to be able to knock out Spooky Girl and Yorick and Princess Verda very quickly. We're just going to take them right out of this match, and then we've only got 3 minifigures left to handle. So that's how this can work. This is exactly what happened. Right here, Nooch was feeling it. Nooch is like, I got 4 characters. I'm sitting pretty. I can stun somebody. Okay, this was a choice too. Nooch chose to stun Jester so that he didn't taunt because we want to be able to finish Verda right here. So there we go. One more good shot's going to get Verda out. We got to get her out of stealth. She's about to get a turn, and when she takes her turn, she'll be out of stealth. We did get the taunt on Jester where we used the AoE from Locust, and AoE cleared the taunt. Is that what happened? Honestly, Nooch isn't sure. Oh, yeah. Wait. So the AoE did clear something. That's really weird. I got to admit, that's really weird because that AoE has not been clearing buffs all night, but it did clear the taunt right there. let's see. Does that AoE? That AoE doesn't clear. Doesn't clear. Let's see. 70 damage to all foes, plus 5 bonus damage. Attack down 2 has a 50% chance to inflict disarm. Yeah, it doesn't clear. So somehow at the end, maybe in this final tier, you can actually clear debuffs with Locust's AoEs, because it doesn't work in the first two sections of this. So here we are. You see, we're in really good shape. We're gonna finish this off. We're gonna come in here. Just keep hitting right now. A couple more hits on Jester, and we're good to go. And this, folks, is the delivery. This is the 6-star Ghost with an entirely free-to-play roster. That's NOOCH's gift to you today, and it just proves, once again, NOOCH too good.